India versus West Indies, the quarterfinal. Wow. All right, guys, talk about this game.
First up, it's a good toss to win because it's a better ground to chase.
Yeah.
If India do end up batting first, India would look to get a score which is above par because West Indies have some powerful batters.
Yeah.
And one thing that they do quite nicely is they are not fearful of taking on the power play right from the get-go.
Yeah.
And the one key wicket for me is to try and get Hetmyer in early and get him out before the spinners come on. But what he is doing is taking on spinners without thinking twice. He's such a key wicket for India that he almost determines how they play spin. The rest of the batting lineup isn't as good as Hetmyer is, playing wrist spin and mystery spin. So a key wicket would be Shimron Hetmyer for India to control the game.
The one thing with the West Indies also is, they, like DK saying, they go for it at the power play. It doesn't matter to them if they lose 4 wickets. They still just keep going and they somehow still manage to get to scores because they're batting up till like...
Yeah, but I still think when they get the big scores, they give themselves 2 or 3 overs just to get set at the start.
Yeah.
King and Shea Hope generally just play and then they start to get into their rhythm. They've got all the power. I mean, I can't imagine that Akil Hussain's not going to play.
He'll play tomorrow.
So he'll play tomorrow, probably at the expense maybe of Ford or maybe Roston Chase.
Yeah.
So he'll certainly be bowling in the power play. But they've got all the power. They've got players in form. They've been in a confident mood, apart from that performance against South Africa, where South Africa were just too good on the day. They're a very good team. They're very confident. They've got everything covered. I like their bowling attack. I think it's got enough that will challenge the Indian side. I just get a sense with India getting that break, South Africa beating the West Indies, hammering Zimbabwe, I just feel that India now are on the charge. And it'd be a huge surprise to me if India didn't play really well. So the West Indies, I know India will turn up and play a good game of cricket, and if the West Indies turn up and play like they did against South Africa, they'll get beat. They've got to get back to the way that they were playing at the Wankhede. Against England, against Zimbabwe, where they were dominating, particularly against England, I thought they played a really good game because they were struggling. They were 4 down quite quickly, and then they got 195 by Power at the end. Jason Holder played a great cameo, Rutherford, and then with the ball in hand, they were tremendous. The spin, all the variations, they were great in the field, and you feel for the West Indies to beat India tomorrow, they're going to have to bring their A game. If they do, it's going to be a great game of cricket.
I just want to ask you a little bit about the Calcutta pitch, because today Pallikalle surprised us, right? We'd seen low and slow here, we'd seen Kasita pitches here, but today it was a run fest. What do we expect in the Eden Gardens tomorrow?
Generally, one of the best pitches to bat on during the IPL, but strangely, in the league phase, it hasn't been as good. There's been a bit of turn, it's been slow, a bit tacky, so teams have struggled batting there. But what it is a jet outfield, and not the biggest one as well, so you can hit a lot of boundaries there. I have a very strange composition of what West Indies 11 could look like. When we get to it, we'll talk about it.
Let's do it now!
Yes, I feel they will let go of Brandon King and they will bring in Akil Hussain. So then they get the best of both worlds, which is Roston Chase, the off-spinner, and Akil Hussain, the left-arm spinner.
Okay.
India have been vulnerable against off-spin lately. So if they do that, Brandon King hasn't got much runs for them. So then they almost kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
So who goes in first with Shea Hope?
Roston Chase.
Roston Chase will open the batting.
That's what I feel. He's not got any runs at all so far in this tournament.
Yeah.
And in the lead up to the tournament as well. So it's a big decision. Having off-spin has really troubled India in the power play. So that is a decision that I feel they could take.
I like these kind of
I like this.
tactical manoeuvres.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm a fan. I like this. Because Roston Chase, another player who not that effective at 5 and 6, right? Would be more effective as an opener.
Yeah.
If he has to get some runs, his chance is best to open. Also solid on one side, so that gives Shea Hope a license, because he's been losing Brandon King early.
Correct.
On a lot of days. Shea Hope's not exactly carried his SA T20 form into this. So that would... I like it for multiple. I like it a lot. I like it. You can see Michael's impressed.
Well, I like the idea of the off spinner against India. I agree. I think if you've got a good off spinner, or he's an indifferent off spinner, he kind of just fires it in there. He's got the ability to kind of skid one on as well. He bowled some nice balls to the England players actually.
Yeah.
But at this stage of the tournament, will they make that change? We'll have to wait and see. But the one thing that the West Indies will have to do is get their team right. As soon as they played South Africa and we saw no Akil Hussain, we went, before they get on, no, that doesn't look right. He's their gun power play bowler. Generally, you get 3 out of the 6, from Akhil Hassan. And I think that's where, I look at the Indian way of playing, someone like Sanju Samson, who's going to face Akhil Hassan. Will he bat outside off stump? I've been amazed that right-handers keep batting on leg stump to him. And he bowls that ball that's angled in and to get kind of restricted of room. He packs that offside field. He has mid-on back, mid-wicket back. So he's basically saying to the right-hander, go on, try and hit me through the offside. It's quite tight.
Yeah.
And they all try and give themselves room and to get tucked up. And I'm going, if you bat outside off stump and say to him, go on, bowl up my stumps, I'm just going to flick you over there where you've got no fielders. And then he'll have to go a bit wide and it open up the offside that little bit more so. And even if he goes a bit wide, he'll be able to sweep it in front of square, maybe get one of those away as well. So I just want to see a right-hander do something completely different to Akhil Hassan, because so far I've seen no one try anything. They've all tried to stay orthodox on kind of middle and leg, and he's just going, firing it in, and they're all getting kind of tucked up for any kind of width. So if Sanju's facing him, I'd love to see him bat on off stump.
That's what I was going to ask. I said, but will India have a right-hander or not? Because
Samson,
I mean, obviously he's playing really well, but
he's going to play.
You can't change that Indian 11 now. It's too late.
Yeah.
You have stumbled upon that 11 just like Pakistan did.
Yeah.
And I think it's the best 11. You have the best of both worlds, which is a solid left-right combination, and every time they've got a good start, they've ended up scoring 200 plus. And yes, Rinku Singh, the middle order batsman, it's very unfair on him. I completely agree, because he's hardly got an opportunity to bat, and you're now, but that's purely combination based. And in fact, a step further, it's a form based thing. If the openers gotten going, like we saw what an Abhishek Sharma and Nishan Kishan can do together as well against New Zealand in the bilateral, but sadly they haven't. So then you need to complement what needs to be done.
yeah.
So I feel that what they need to do is stick to that same 11. I also feel there's one temptation which they will think, but I don't think they should do. It's Kuldeep Yadav.
Another one coming. Another one loading. Put the 11 up. Who's he playing for?
That's what I wouldn't play him, but that he will make the conversation, because West Indies haven't played wrist spin that well. So that is a conversation that they will have. Though in this team, if you want to play Kuldeep, it has to be at the expense of Arshdeep Singh, which I wouldn't do.